guys, welcome to part 3, the reading, where we expand, where we apply the energy. Let's apply this energy. Guys, first though, before we start, I want to light some sage and just discuss. This is the pink moon. Why do they call it a pink moon? It's because of the flowers that are blooming many places in the time of year that this is occurring. But not here, not where I live. No, we have winter. Winter's back. Winter's back, man, I tell you. As well as it's a super moon, because it's orbiting extremely close to Earth. Closer than it would be, okay? So we're going to be amping up illumination. As well as I just want to do a whole sidebar here, guys. We have a Facebook page now, and something will be happening there soon. Some of you have already found it, but it exists, okay? So if you want to join us on Facebook, feel free. We'll see what's going to be happening there. But I want to say before we begin from our last part 2, it's connected to meditation. We're connecting to higher wisdom. And it is allowing us to use our expression to heal with the feminine. This is connected to the icosahedron. And that's allowing us to have this transformation of miracles. And it's connected to our solar plexus. The two tetrahedrons coming together. And there it is. The feminine. There she is. The icosahedron. And that's allowing us to take hold with inevitable change and transform. The phoenix rising from the ashes, the time we're in, and this is the time. This is the time now, but we're going to destroy it in order to create. And I should have talked about this at the end of the last reading, but it was meant to be here for this time, because as I'm getting ready for a message from the moon and the moon oracle, these cards flipped on over and it's a message. We're working with Gemini and the white goddess. And this is connected to a visitor of love. It is connected to Gemini. And our instincts, working with water, and we're going to have to make a choice. And of course, this choice is connected to a challenge of air. And we found that out in part 2. So we're working with air again, guys. We're working with air. And it's connected to, where actually these cards they showed me are in reverse. This is connected to our life's debts. This is old patterning. Remember, we're creating a new. And when we create a new, what we're doing is we're breaking up all that toxicity and we're actually transmuting it. And it's mission work. We're transmuting it. And that's also how we're connected to the bee. We're all connected. We're all pulling it in today, guys. Now, the stone is literally healing from our family lineage by activating our truth. And it is connected to the dawns of time. This truth. It's connected to this space and place right here. And it's all connected to our divine inheritance and working with the feminine, the daughter of Jupiter, Fortuna. Planet of luck and expansion. Now, because I'm feeling it, we're putting these cards back and we're going to get a reshuffle. We're going to see what this means. Okay, I have the sacred geometry rose quartz crystals here present in order to expand with today, guys. They're going to be placed here and we're going to share this message because it's connected to everything. So we're in a time of purification. It's connected to Sweat Lodge. Our native spirit wants us to know. It's time to cleanse ourselves and our body, and we found that out in part 2. And this will connect us to a deeper purification with our mind and soul. Purify, clutter, clear, let go of objects and relationships that no longer serve you. Purify your body, go within, meditate, talk to the Creator, give thanks. And it's connected to owl medicine, the time we are in. Wisdom, illumination, intuition, clairvoyance, and deep insight abound. Go within. Profound majesty and grace is available to you simply by pulling your awareness inward. Ancient knowledge is emerging within you. You know the truth. You know the truth. Trust your perception. You are a truth seeker and a truth sharer. Nurture the feminine spirit within you. So, it's connected to night and illumination during the night and the revealing of sacred truths. We know that's what the owl's doing. That's what's happening here. So a secret truth is being revealed. Let's see what it's connected to. Let's do it. The palace. And creating stability with the earth. And I want to see what the card on the bottom is because it just made itself notice. Of course. Oh, two of them. A negotiation to create harmony. Everything from scribed messages. I just love when the cards speak. Like those three cards just popped on out. Two paths are becoming one. We're working with our instinct. There's the choice that we make with the water element, and we heal from manipulation. We heal from what's being manipulated. And remember, right now it's working with food. And this restores something. This allows us healing. Remember, the fountain is connected to the energies of New Earth, the Star, and Aquarius. And there's our challenge. Our challenge is to heal from isolation with the water element and come together and spin the wheel. And we're going to literally have an idea here. The element of air is gonna give us an idea how to heal from impulse. So remember, impulse is connected to healing from the devil energies right now and what we're doing. And it's connected to picture, working with the water element, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces, and we're going to destroy in order to create. We're going to work with Lilith. Black Moon Lilith. All right. Palace. What's our message? From Aries to Taurus, ruled by Jupiter and Venus. The implacable face of a red-haired woman stares fixedly out of the viewer as if in a trance. She is wearing a strange headdress in the form of a wig, which is tied at the side of her head with a purple braid. The wig is surmounted by a small ivory-colored palace, symmetrical in its detail. From the top of the palace walls at each side of the building grow 2 trees, each bearing a single red flower. That's connected to our message of the trees. Behind her enormous headdresses is painted the huge circle of the black moon. Hanging upon each shoulder is a cluster of green shapes. It's a good time for sea journeys and working with spells of alchemy. It's connected to our Nine of Wands. This is the perfect storm. And it's getting us to our Four of Wands, our next destination. And that's the Garden of Venus, where we're coming together to create with love, but we're entering alone. We're entering alone and we're feeling that Six of Cups joy, that return to innocence. We're forever changed there. So, the expansive planet of Jupiter encourages the pleasure-loving Venus, resulting in an enormous love of the good things of life and enjoyment of hedonistic pleasures. This lunar mansion moves into the beginning of the central Earth sign of Taurus, at which the point of the planet Venus is pushed to extremes by expansive Jupiter. See, we're expanding here on the planet. Exactly this. Now, there's a tendency right now for exaggeration and overindulgence, and the desire to show the world your pleasure is strong, so we can heal from that. We need to see it so we can heal it. We need to acknowledge it so we can heal it. Denoting unthinking extravagance, over generosity, the effect and desire to impress. So, we have a generous indulgence of showing off here. We are restoring the balance from without to within. But we need to go from within to without. We need to go from within to without, because this is where this shifts. This has to do with Mercury and the mind and that Ace of Swords. That Ace of Swords is everything right now. And I want to find out why. You know what? I want to find out why. Where am I being called to go? I'm being called to go here. Origins and endings. We're starting here. This means something. It means something. It means something. Okay, I'm going to get them shuffled up, and then we're going to get a piece of information, and we're going to see what it's connected to. As we know, these cards are very unique. So, and last time, I don't know how to shuffle them yet, guys. I'm not knowing. I'm gonna feel it out. I'm gonna feel it out. I'm gonna feel it out. Okay. Put them over here. We're using our Sacred Geometry Rose Quartz crystals again. Throwing this little piece of selenite over here. Now, choice, isolation, and instinct. I just want to share these messages for a second. Okay. Choice, Moon in Scorpio. A powerful urge to push matters your own way predominates. You are able to use your emotions persuasively and even ruthlessly to move the situation in the desired direction. And it's connected to isolation, because we're going to move. So guys, we want to move out of isolation. We don't want to push the situation in a defensive manner. It's connected to a secretive and personal time in which tightly reined in feelings are allowed to quietly expend themselves in more mundane activities. But it's going to connect us to our instincts. The moon in this sign is extremely passionate and is prone to go to extremes of feeling, even at the first promise, the first shoots of romance. It's connected to romance. Guys, this is connected to romance. It's connected to what's happening in this tree here. It's connected to this. Okay, let's find out how. Route. Stained glass. Nature produces glass autonomously without help from humans. From sand, mineral salts, and metallic oxides. Numerous natural processes produce glass. What nature does with this material is phenomenal, but it comes with a price. We are left with beauty that is fragile and excruciatingly transparent. You suffer in your exposure to the world, hoping and praying that you are seen as beautiful. You attempt to hide what you find ugly about yourself, creating a wall of shame that resides just behind the transparent beauty of what you choose to show the world. Unfortunately, all of this hiding is not helping you. You must understand that you are lovable in spite of and because of all your imperfections. And we understand it's all that got us here. It's part of it. It's part of the experience. It's part of us. It's part of what's in that cup. And it's part of how we pull that negative tetrahedron to that positive tetrahedron. And recalibrate our heart chakra. And we are listening to 396 hertz right now, guys, to help us have this recalibration with the root that's connected to the Earth star. Because this is about a recalibration to the Earth star, with the Earth star, with the Earth. In spite of our imperfections, because we're celebrating us, we're healing with our confidence. And our confidence is connected to that 5 of Wands charge. So, and the center, connected to tree bark, scaly skin, natural skins, and textures. You find great utility and importance in protecting yourself from the world, from pain, from unneeded nuances. You spend much of your time concerned with avoiding what is undesirable. You continually sidestep that which does not fit in your agenda. Until you sidestep so far that you eventually find your way backed into a corner. The time will come when you have to face the things you are avoiding. Ask yourself, do my protective layers actually serve me? How many layers do I really need? And what would it mean to shed my layers and wear my skin bare? And this has to do with healing with our truth, healing with that curse, healing from isolation, working with the feminine and restoring instinct, working with the water. But we're making a choice. And remember, when we make a choice, it's not a decision. A decision, we're still connected to our past. When we make a choice, we free ourselves from our past. And we have to allow ourselves that freedom. We're removing another layer of what's artificial, what's got to go to get closer to the center. Animal totem. Seeing multiple animals or beings in this image signifies a psyche in flux. You are in the process of change, passing through endless states of construction, destruction, and reconstruction. These rhythmic patterns that quiver inside of you allow for a constant shedding of what does not serve you and lead to beautiful, endless renewal. The continuous molting reveals the fresh layers underneath, soft, porous, and protective. You utilize these skins that shed and regrow and hide when necessary. Phoenix rising from the ashes, and confirmation right here from the universe. This fluidity is your most potent asset, and its cultivation will be your greatest success in life. Because we're going to allow ourselves to destroy in order to create. Brain scan. The brain is what supplies us with the ability to learn, but we have learned so little about the brain itself. It is this kind of paradox that rules your being. You have an ever-present drive to quantify that which is unquantifiable, from the great questions of the cosmos to the depths of the sea, to personal matters of your heart. You are always striving to rip down the veils of the world. Your curiosity and drive is the keystone of your superb mind, but it also numbs you to the beauty of the unknown. We need to get back to this, guys. It is hard for you to appreciate the feeling of infinity, powerlessness, or faith. Extremes are humanity's downfall. Find a middle ground, stable footing somewhere between the infinite and the finite. Okay, guys, look, balance, the center, everything. There's so many signs and synchronicities to show we're on point. We're connecting to everything here. Look, the infinity symbol, destruction, creation, creation, destruction. We're finding our faith. That's how we're, God, in sacred geometry. We're helping to heal humanity's downfalls and to evolve the species and create a new. We're finding the middle ground, somewhere between both worlds. This is everything we've been discussing. This is that Queen of Pentacles. This is the center. This is tying it all up into a beautiful little bow. Empress or queen on a throne. You will obediently follow and believe in the power of the maternal figure that walks before you. The mother, the moon, the witch, her majesty. You find comfort in her rule and command. You also hide behind it. You are a great listener, but you do not exercise your own voice enough. You have an amazing sense of your own ethics and morals, but stay rigid when you stay rigid within them. Never questioning what has been passed down to you from those you trust. Trust is a beautiful thing, but questioning is to find beauty beyond what we know is faith. Be your own queen, your own moon, your own witch, your own majesty. Rule this land. And this has to do with coming back to the center of us. Within. Let's expand on it further, guys. We're going to get some tarot. Actually, no. We're still going here, I guess. We're going to what's being activated, and then we're going to get some tarot. Let's see. We're going to the heart of it. I guess we're going to the center of it first. Makes sense. Makes sense. Right. What is being activated here? Temperance, of course, the center, the middle, the balance, the alchemy. The alchemy of it all, and it's connected to those two gods we're working with. Within, with the Hermit and Death. The time we're in, and we're going to work with the moon. And expand with the masculine. And the feminine. And what's the balance within? The Fool is connected to Uranus, Aquarius, New Earth, creating anew everything we came here to do, and we're going to manifest. We're going to manifest because we're going to have strength in order to heal from the devil and create love. And this is the time we're in. We're in the time of the expansion. We're in the time of it with Judgment here. We just have to remember to surrender with the Hanged Man and let go with the Tower. But when we do, we heal with force and we expand. The Sun is here. This has to do with charity. This has to do with the heart. This has to do with the heart, and this has to do with healing. Allowing the element of water to purify the element of air, and the element of air to purify the element of water. And this does something. It helps us to find the center to create anew with temperance. Temperance, balance. Who is she? Temperance is one of the tarot's cardinal virtue cards, and she advocates balance and reason in love. A winged angel stands by a lush riverbank. With perfect poise, she decants water from one cup into another, while one foot touches the river's water and the other rests upon the earth. Temperance reveals the need for attention to detail and perhaps the patience of an angel to keep your love life in balance. It's all about equilibrium and maintaining it. And that we need to remember that your pain is not all that you are. Your intelligence can help you move forward. And this is healing from overwhelming emotions from the past. And freeing ourselves from here. So now we're going to confirm it. This, it's this, it's this. It's the ending. It's the ending of this. It's just the ending. It's time now. It's time. Yeah. We get to the center with death, and we heal from our Five of Wands charge by healing with the mind, by expanding with the mind, with the working with the element of air and Mercury. And this is helping us to connect and create our divine inheritance. And it has to do with the Two of Wands, manifestation to love. Because we're healing from the separations, the isolation, from the old to the new. Oh, did I? We're healing from pain here. This is all connected. And it has to do with the mind. This is it. This is the mind. This is all happening in the mind, guys. This means something. This means something. What does it mean? All right, so I just want to say, guys, look. We know that 4 plus 2 equals 6. And that's how we're getting here, okay? This is literally on point. And we're going to see, because we're going to walk away. We're going to, remember, we're pulling out our charge. We're going to walk away because we're creating peace. We're creating peace to heal from our heartache. And we're going to move on. And we're moving on to the center in order to have a rebirth and expand. Where are we going? We're going to go here, and we're going to start with this next time. We're going to start here next time. What card did I just grab? Curiosity. You know, we're expanding with our curiosity. What's happening? Okay. You know, eye of the needle, intentionality. We're gonna laser focus. This is where we let go of everything in that eye of the storm and with the perfect storm. And we just laser focus everything we need to focus to thread the needle. And it's connected to the Feast of Plenty, choices and their consequences, with whale song resonating. And that's connecting us to will-o'-the-wisp, treasures hidden in the shadows. And this is what's happening. We're going to expand off this next time, guys. Love, light, and healing energy sent your way to create with today. I look forward to seeing you again soon when we expand. Take care.